Hi guys, welcome to the channel. For those who are new, hi, my name is Shakina. If you're not, welcome back. So today we're doing recap of 2021. Since we're ending the year, I just thought maybe just think back on 2021 and tell you guys what I think about this year. This video is gonna be separated into timestamps depending on the topic I'm gonna talk about. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing, which you should, but if you don't want to, you can just like skip to the part you want, like the topic you want to hear about. And if you, it's better if you like watch the whole thing, but just for those who don't have that patience, that is for you. I hope y'all enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe. First of all, pause on the video and subscribe first and enjoy the video. Okay, so first, I turned 18 this year, if you didn't know. And to tell you the truth, like I think everyone who turned 18 or who is about to turn 18, you have a lot of things that like you have in your head. You're like, oh, when I'll be 18, I'll be like this, I'll have achieved this, I'll have been done with school. Let's say you're done with school, you're already having like a side job, like you're doing something else and stuff, or like mentally, for example, you have an image of you being mentally grown, mature and stuff like that. And honestly, yes, that happened. I did grow very much mentally. I feel like I have learned a lot, I guess, through this year. And I think because of being 18, like it added more on like the things I was supposed to learn. So, but then also being 18, it like brought also some kind of thoughts that I didn't have before, like this thing of thinking, oh, I'm 18, like I should be doing something, especially if you have like your peers, people of your same age, who are like doing something of their lives. They have a business, an own business, and then they have something else they're doing. So like you're like, oh, okay, like I have a friend who is 18 too, and like she's doing this and this and this, and me, I'm like still at school and I'm like not doing, But like one thing that I learned for sure is that like everyone grows at their own pace, and that like there is no rush for you like to tell yourself I have to achieve the dream job or like the dream mentality at this age and stuff like that. Like 18 is like the age obviously that like you turn from being a kid to like being kind of ish grown, but at the same time you also have to tell yourself that like you are different from other people, and what like the opportunities they had at that age, maybe you're not gonna have them at that age, and it's fine. You should just focus on like the things you have already, and like tell yourself there will be time for you to achieve that. Like don't rush just because you're 18. I think that's like the biggest thing I learned this year. Like I think you should learn, like anyone who's like turning 18, like one thing you should know, like don't stress about being 18 and like not having, let's say, your life together. It's fine. Like just because you have a celebrity, celebrity who's like rich already and stuff like that, and they're 18, it's fine. Like you don't have the same opportunities, and it's fine too. Yeah. Okay, so next is school. This year, well, we haven't like started the hard stuff, but this year I'm in my last year of high school, which is great. Obviously it's a nice thing. Obviously I'm finishing, should be excited, but also side note, there's a lot of things that have to be done in this year, which would stress me out obviously. But like I think like on this section it's more like for those who are finishing. There isn't like people ask me a lot like, why am I like doing YouTube at this time, like my last year I'm supposed to be like concentrating, have a lot of things to do at school, blah 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 blah, blah. But also me personally, I feel like you having schoolwork to do doesn't mean that like you shouldn't have anything else on the side, like entertainment to do, or like something to have fun doing in your free time, because like I don't believe in like studying, like not doing anything else. And basically my school, like, okay, for school this year I can't really say much, since like I have only like studied one term, so like I haven't done a lot to have anything to say. But just one thing I've really learned is hard work, like working really hard. Like, wow, the amount of work they have given us this term, like it has made me work so hard. Like I would wake up like at 3 a.m. like studying. Like, tip by the way, if you didn't know that, if you're a student, you should try waking up like in the middle of the night to study. Like I promise, I don't know how to explain this. It works. Like I don't know why, like for some reason at night, like when you like wake up in the middle of the night and like you decide to study, that's when like things enter your head. That's what I've been using since last year. And like that has helped me like to how do I say, like to have time to revise, because like when I come back from school, most of the times I'm just doing my homeworks, and then I don't have time to revise, because like I'm tired and like I want to do some other stuff and then go to sleep. So if that is your struggle, you should wake up like in the middle of the night, let's say 3 there, depending on when you wake up for school. But like let's say 2 hours before you wake up for school, wake up and then like study. I promise it works for real. Like that's one thing that I've learned. Like, and actually it's my sister who told me this tip. She was the one who was using that, and I really highly recommend to do that. Also, another thing school related that I learned is actually sticking to a schedule. Like, when I say, like how students, like we make timetables for ourselves. We're like, Monday I'm gonna study this, Tuesday like that, but we never like actually stick to those timetables. Now the thing is, it's just like a question of like discipline and like telling yourself, if I don't do this today, like, okay, like to discipline yourself. I think this is one thing that I've done for me. For example, I say on Monday I was supposed to study, let's say, history, and then something came up, I didn't study it because, let's say, I was tired or I just didn't feel like studying that day. The next day, when I come back from school, I have to like rattraper. I don't know how to say rattraper in English, but like I have to take that the time I was supposed to study the day before, study it before study anything else the next day. That means, like, if you do that, it means that like you will be having this accountability with yourself, and like telling yourself, if I don't do this today, I will have to like do it tomorrow, and you have to add on the work I have tomorrow. So that will make you, in your head, tell yourself, I don't want to have extra, like piles of work to do. So it will condition your head to like tell yourself, even though I don't feel like doing this today, I will have to do it, so I don't have to do it the next day. So I think that like accountability like really helped me a lot with school. I think like this year, like so far, like school related, that is the thing that I'm doing, like that I'm learning. Like, so I think since I'm like in senior 6, I think that's why like I'm learning new techniques of like studying, and I just felt like sharing with you guys before this year ends, Okay, next is mental growth. This is like the biggest accomplishment of this year for me, because I feel like I have learned a lot of things since the year 2020-2021. Like that time stamp, like I've really learned a lot, like really a lot. For people who don't know, I'm an introvert, and like that makes me like someone who, I'm not a people person, which makes me like really, like it's hard for me like to engage with people and like be open with people. And I prefer like staying at home, or like staying alone, like enjoying my like alone time. And I used to be like someone who would feel like it's not okay to be like that. Like I felt like I should change my personality, if I can say like that, like to like fit the people around me, because like I'm someone who is around a lot of extroverts, so like they're always all over the place, you know, they're always like excited, they like people, they like interaction and everything, and like I would always be like that one person who is like in the corner, like okay, not in the, like I'm not saying like I was, you know, like I'm isolated person, but I'm just like not a person who likes interaction a lot. So one thing that I have learned is that like I don't have to change my introverted nature, because it's fine, because it's normal. Like people are not like all the same, and that's one thing that I did not understand. I didn't understand that like people are not the same, and like you, the way you are, like that's how you were created. You can't do anything about it. I didn't know. So in my head, I was like, you know, you have to change this. But like honestly, I've learned that being the quiet person, or like being an introvert, is fine, as long as like you try your best to like, you know, interact more with people and like try to make good relationships. It's fine. I don't have to like overdo myself to like to the extent of other people who like have the capacity. Okay, so that's one thing I've learned. Another thing, I think it's like it's more of a not confidence. It's like confidence in what you like and what you don't like. In the sense that is also mental, because like I feel like I used to be someone who, if I like something and then like the people around me like they all don't like that thing, I'm not gonna say that I like that thing. I'm gonna be like, no, I also don't like that, like, you know. But like I've learned to accept what I like, and like my preferences, let's say music wise, movie wise, I don't know, anything. Like I just learned to like accept what I like and not feel like I have to I don't have to like what other people like, you know. And that's a big thing, like, because like I feel like if you accept what you like, you just have to like accept who you are and accept your difference. Though like you could be the only person who is like that in your friend group or just in your surrounding, it's fine. Like you just have to learn that. So but actually I think everyone who, okay, in this like in the when the corona started, I think like everyone was at home and everything, and we all had, you know, we were all like on social media, like TikTok and everything. And I feel like social media, like in during that time, it really helped people like to grow, like to focus on themselves and like to discover some things about themselves and just tell themselves what they like, okay, like discover new things about themselves, which is what I also like learned like through social media. I really, social media is not such a bad thing as people think. I actually learned all these that I learned this year concerning, you know, mental health, confidence, and other things. It's thanks to social media, because like I have evolved through that and like understood certain phases of myself that I didn't know. And I encourage people who are struggling, like maybe if you're like a shy person or like a quiet person and you feel like you have to like change yourself, or you're comparing yourself a lot with like your extroverted friends, I would like to tell you that it's fine, that you're not the only extra introvert that exists, and you're not the first introvert to like have passed through that, and it's fine. And you will gain your confidence at some point. It will come with time and with understanding of yourself, obviously, because like you have to know yourself and like accept who you are. It might sound cheesy to some people, but like honestly, that's a big thing that I learned this year concerning like mental growth. Another thing is God, like my relationship with God. I feel like it has really evolved since the time of like 2019 there. I think like I have evolved a lot, because I feel like before I used to be like this person who would follow like other people, like if like we're all going to pray, okay, we're all going to pray, like I follow everyone, like we go pray and everything. But like me personally, like I wouldn't feel like I have to, you know, have my own time to like pray and you know, have fellowship with God. But I feel like this year I have learned, so to this year, like around after my birthday. Was it after birthday? Yeah, it was after my birthday. I don't know why, like I just felt like I was going to a lot. Okay, my dad, like he really like he teaches us a lot of like stuff, Bible wise, and we learn a lot of stuff from him. So we do this thing of like studying the Bible, and like that is something like really helped me to like understand certain things. Also, one thing that I've started doing is watching teen preachers. No, it's like preachings for teenagers, some stuff like that. So like I would go like and search for like preachings for like specifically teenagers, and like it talks about like the struggles that you might go through and the advices that they might have for your age. And I think that is like something very important, because instead of like you just going and like attending a preaching that is like globally, like it's for everyone, and like most of the times those preachings are like target the older people, like adults in their 20s and stuff. But like you have to learn things that will first of all help you in your age, and then when you understand those things, that's when like you're gonna feel like, okay, now I'm closer to God. And like that's one of the things that really helped me. Another thing is like I started doing this thing of like choosing a book from the Bible, and then like I finish that one, and then like I move to the other, like that. It's like I study one book, and like I read the chapters, I make summaries, and like I studied like the scripture, and like try to understand like what it's meaning, and like trying to relate it to our daily life. And I feel like that really helped a lot. Another thing is just I feel like everything related to God is like it's personal, and like you should find your own thing that like works for you. For me, like I just feel like I am so proud, because like I have evolved spiritually, and like that's an important thing for me, because I feel like what's the point of like evolving, physically, like growing up, being like mentally stable and everything, but like spiritually you're like you're a little bit not that good. So that's also one thing that I've really appreciated this year. Last but not least, we're gonna talk about YouTube. How do I find YouTube so far? If I'm liking it, if I'm not liking it, if I'm pursuing it next year too, and everything. So I really do enjoy doing YouTube. Like it's really fun. Like I have really enjoyed. Like I started the thing in October, November. I think it's October. It has been like 3 months, and though I don't have a lot of videos yet like up, and that's fine too. But like I've really had fun like filming. Just like filming is really fun for me. I like vlogging, like it's so fun. Like I don't know, like now I understand like why influencers like they like, just like walking around the camera. It's so fun. Like it gives you like that. It makes you feel like you have accomplished something. I don't know how to explain this unless like you do this job like filming and stuff. You would not understand, but like it gives you a sense of satisfaction, feeling like you have done something out of your day, And also I feel like I've also like helped with confidence a lot, like very much. Like I feel so much better like filming myself, like it's not hard anymore and everything. Also like I like interacting with you guys, like subscribers and stuff. I really like that, and I get excited like every time like someone gives me feedback, I'm like, oh, like that's really nice. Like like if like someone tells me like, oh, you should do this like to ameliorate, I'm like, oh, thank you, like I'll do that. Like you guys like really thank you like for giving me feedback on my videos, and like telling me that you like them, and others would tell me like privately like to do certain things to ameliorate. Like I'm grateful, like really. Also, don't worry, like I'm gonna continue doing YouTube next year, definitely, very much. I'm gonna put more effort even in it, because I have got the hang of this, and I feel like I should continue. And I'm really like excited for next year to like come and like discover new things and continue learning on YouTube and continue creating content for you guys. Like really, I enjoy that a lot. Okay, we are at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have watched the whole thing, or if you have watched in parts, depends on how you preferred, but I'm really grateful for everyone who watched this video. Don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and surtout to subscribe to the channel and be notified for my next video to come. And happy new year to everyone. I hope that you will have good year resolutions and that you will stick to them, because it's most important. But I just hope that like you think back on this year and try to think about what you did this year, what you did right or wrong, and what you could do better next year. And yeah, we'll see each other next year.